Your screen?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be discussing about charts today. So far, we discussed about computation part, deriving various metrics and applying LOD expressions, computing totals, calculated fields, and table calculations. So many stuff into computation part. But unless we present it in a good manner, it doesn't really helpful for the end user. Okay, I mean the client, he cannot understand so much analytics. uh, Ultimately we have to simply present them in a visual manner. Okay.
Yep.
So there are various charts, the default charts available in Tableau, and we'll be discussing about some of them, some of simpler set of charts. There are the three, four more charts which we'll be discussing tomorrow. They are little. Uh, I mean, we need to concentrate more on that. So I kept them for tomorrow discussion. Okay.
Okay.
In today's discussion, we will be discussing about these charts. Bar chart, I mean, you are pretty much aware of it, and line chart, of course, we need something to
Yes.
discuss about it, and area charts, scatter plot, heat map, histogram, circle views, side by side circle views, and pie chart, and tree map. Okay. These are simple charts only, so we can quickly go through all of them in this session. Okay. Let
Okay.
us start with some basic bar chart. So whenever we get some measure, whenever we drop some measure, it will get into a bar chart, and you can drop another dimension, and it will give you a vertical bar chart. So if you want horizontal bar chart, what you can do is you can simply swap the fields on the shelves. So it will give you horizontal bar chart or vertical bar chart. So this
Yes.
is pretty much basic. Um, and everyone aware of it. Let me save this. Then let us go through. Let us copy this. Then we have another kind of chart, that is stacked bar chart. Let me copy subcategory on the color. Okay. So now it is telling us what is the sales for entire each category, and what is the sales for each subcategory within this one itself. Right.
Yes.
So I mean it is giving some better picture than this one. This is normal bar chart. It is stacked bar chart. Okay.
Yes.
So it is combination of multiple dimensions. And let's say let me copy this. So instead of stacked bar chart, I can show this one. I can show this category subcategory in another way also. Okay. Let me pull this. This is side by side chart.
Okay.
Okay. So this is normal bar chart. This is stacked bar chart, and this is side by side chart.
Okay.
Okay, see, it is just representation is different for both these two charts. Otherwise, dimensions, everything can be same. Okay, so all these options are available here. So this is a simple chart. This is stacked bar chart, and this is side by side bar chart. Okay, so if you
Okay.
want to switch from stacked bar, I mean side by side bar chart to stacked bar chart, you can simply click this. If you want to go back, you can simply click this. Okay,
Okay.
that is about bar chart. Pretty simple. I don't think we need to spend more time on this. Let us go through one more. The next one is, let us take line chart. Usually, when there is time, we prefer to show that in line chart, right?
Yes.
So in line chart, see now I have drilled down. It is showing some different panes. Okay, it is in
Yes.
terms of panes. So it is it is one type of line chart. We call it as discrete chart, discrete line chart. Okay, let us say I want to show it as a continuous one. So you can go here, see this is discrete, I can say continuous. We discussed about discrete and continuous, right?
Yes.
So what is the difference between discrete and continuous? If you, let's say, what I will do is,
Continuous means all the values even in between, like from first to last.
no, it's not
And
audible.
discrete is
It is, I think, you have to keep mic a little bit closer.
just 1 minute.
Yeah,
Hello. Hello.
yeah,
Is it audible now?
better, but I think it is okay. Let me increase the volume my side. Yeah, okay, fine.
Okay.
Uh,
So
yeah,
yeah, continuous gives like all the values even in between, like if there is a range of values, so 0 to 1000, it gives all the values. But in discrete, it only gives the values that it is in the list, the values that are in the list.
yeah. So exactly, let us try this here. So what we will do is, mm what we will do, I will remove this here for better. Okay, okay. Now it is discrete. See, it is in blue, right?
Yes.
It is in green. So
Um,
if you look at this one, it doesn't have much difference, right? Even though it
yes.
is discrete or continuous, we don't have much difference. Let us filter this one into what happening. All the Q2s are missing here.
Yes.
Let us do the same here. See, still they are available, right?
Yes.
Q2s
Yes.
are available. So
That
that is the difference
is
between
the difference
whether it is
between
discrete
continuous and
or
discrete.
continuous. Okay, we can also
Yes.
use this year and all. Okay, see Q2 is missing.
Yes.
Okay, I wanted to show you. I mean, with both at same granularity. It is year and
Okay.
this is year and quarter. This is just quarter, right? So I wanted to show in same granularity. Okay, let
Okay.
me remove this. Okay, now it is continuous. Let me make it discrete. Okay, so that is the difference between discrete and continuous. Okay,
Okay.
now we have one option for line chart here. So see, there is a show missing values. If you want to show them, you can show them. Okay, see, there is a gap here, there is no value here, so it is broken. There is no value here, it is broken.
Okay.
So if you want to show them, even though it is discrete, you have option to show it. If you want to hide it back, you can hide it. Okay,
Okay.
so
It works for both discrete and continuous.
for continuous, it is not required, right? It is showing always.
It is always. But
Yeah.
even like if
See,
in
there is no
continuous we
option
want
here.
to. Okay, okay. Only for the
Yeah.
discrete we are getting option. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Fine. Okay. Discussed about line chart, and then we have discussed about all the other options, right? Dual axis, blended axis, uh, showing together, okay, individual axis. Okay, we discussed all those stuff. We don't need to repeat, I guess.
No.
Do you remember that?
Yes, I remember.
Okay, cool. Let us take one more chart, area chart. So, what is the difference between uh, this thing and area chart? Let me uh, let us copy. Let us pull category. So, in this case, individual category, it is showing values, right? Individual category sales, it is showing. So, if I make this area chart instead of line chart, let us see how does it behave.
Okay.
See, now also it is showing individual values, and it is like stacked. So all three together also we are able to know it now. Are you following?
The only thing that I'm not
Let me copy
understanding
this.
is here we are able to know the values and if it is going up or down.
Mm-hmm.
But here we are not in area chart. We are not able to know when it is going down. Like if you see
Mm-hmm.
in the line chart,
Okay.
at some point the furniture is below the office works.
Yeah.
Furniture is going below. Sorry, not the
Furniture
furniture.
is.
The technology is going below furniture.
Yeah.
But in area chart, we are not able to differentiate. It is just
Exactly.
like
Exactly. So that is the limitation. So that's why that is the reason we have two different charts. So whenever you are comparing each category, you can go for this chart. When you are comparing categories and as well as total, then you can go for area chart. Okay, it is giving
okay,
us individual values, right? It is giving us individual values as well as all together also how much you can, this axis is giving us an estimate. If you take
we are
drop lines,
getting the same thing.
if you take drop
We
lines,
are getting
it will
this.
give you the values. Okay,
Yes. Even in the line chart, we can get that. Why do you want to use area chart?
if I use line chart, see, in this way I cannot know what is the all categories together. If you want all
We
categories
are getting.
together, I have to go for this view, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Here it will give us individual categories, here it will give us individual categories as well as all together,
Okay.
right? See, if I want to know individual category value for 2013, it is giving me for each category and together also. See, all three categories together, it is 608K,
Okay.
right? Of course, both has its own advantages. It cannot identify trend as, for an individual category. This trend is impacted by the underneath one, right?
Yes.
See, maybe it doesn't have any trend, maybe it is flat, but still because of this other two, it is showing a curve, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes, it
that
is.
is possible, that's true. But wherever it makes sense, we have to use that. The advantage here is it is giving us values for individual category and all categories together, right? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is the advantage. I agree.
Like
There
how
is
is
a,
it showing like when the graph is going down, the picture is not going down, then how can we know that at some point the technology is going lower in sales? And
yeah, yeah. So if you want to compare the
we can get
categories,
an impression, if we can get an impression by seeing this chart that they are going in some pattern.
uh-huh. No, no. I mean, the way you understand it, it differs. See, what is your target? If you want to compare categories, then definitely you have to go for line chart.
Can you give me a real-time example where you have used it so that I can understand if I know the
No,
scenario
this
or
is, I mean, this is what
some
you can simply
situation?
understand this. See, if you want to compare individual categories with each other, then you have
Yeah.
to go for line chart. If you want to know individual category volume along with the total category volume.
Okay.
So here, what you want to what you want to understand is, here I am figuring out the trend of all categories, but and along with the trend of all categories, I am trying to know contribution of each category.
We can go for pie chart in that case.
A pie chart will not give us over time, right? It doesn't give trend over time. It will give us at any point at an instant of time, right?
Okay.
See, okay, let me show you one more thing. Let me copy this. Okay, no category, and see, this is the sales for all the categories. Okay,
Yes.
right? So
Yes. It
here
makes
you
sense.
would like to know how come there is a steep rise of the sales by 2014. Okay,
Okay.
so if you look at it, it will give you a estimate that, see, technology contributed the growth and office supplies contributed the growth. This is
Okay.
for just, I mean, imagine for here, it is line chart also not required. It can be a sorry, area chart is not required, it can be a simple line chart. But do you know which category is contributing this rise?
No.
Even if you are looking at it, do you know which category is contributing the rise? Of course it will tell you some up to some extent, but this will give you a clear picture of it. It is just like stacked bar
Okay.
chart,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
You got it?
Yep. Yes, it makes sense.
Not convinced?
Not 100% convinced, but I guess like it is just like the last thing when you said that is okay.
Hmm. So I mean here,
It is saying like which is contributing how much.
yeah, okay,
Yes, which part is like which
yeah,
category or region or whatever uh, dimension we are taking.
hmm.
How much is it contributing
Yeah,
for the measure to grow or decreases
exactly,
anyway.
exactly. Okay, so let us
Okay.
take one more thing. Let us take. uh, cost by year, and let us take area chart, and then let us take profit on the blended axis. Okay,
Yes.
now what does it mean? So
This
this is
means like
cost.
the higher.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
By seeing this picture, I see that
This is
just
cost.
a second.
Blue area is
Blue
cost,
is cost,
and orange
and
area is yeah, profit. Right?
okay.
Both together, it is giving us sales.
Yes.
Right?
Right. Right.
So again, it is giving you somewhat better picture.
Yeah.
Okay? See, here,
Okay.
even though cost is getting increased, the profit is not getting increased with relative to profit. Sorry, cost. Profit and cost are
There
not
is a bit
proportionate,
of
right?
increases.
Sorry?
Yeah, there is a bit of increase.
Yeah, but they are not proportionate.
Yeah, not proportionate exactly, but
Yeah. So you can understand this using area chart. If it is a line chart, you cannot write.
no.
How it will be if it is a line chart? Let us take this. So it is definitely giving better picture. See,
Yes.
here you know sales also.
Yes.
Here you know individual values, but not sales together,
Okay. Right.
right? So
Right.
that's how area charts are really helpful. Okay, of course, line
Okay.
charts has
Yeah.
its own importance. No one denies that. Otherwise, line chart would have not been in this tool itself, right?
Yeah.
We have to use it
Yes.
cleverly wherever it makes sense. It is depends upon your perspective. How do you think? What is your question? Okay,
Okay.
yeah. And again, area charts are also two types: continuous and discrete. Okay, it is the same rule where the same rule for line. Let's say I filter out some values, some quarters, it will miss those values if it is a discrete one. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, you can swap them like this. Okay,
Okay.
and of course you can create a blended axis also with area chart. Let me take sales and cost and ordered bit. Okay, now see, let me take cost and sales. Okay, see,
There is
it
no
is.
green.
Hmm?
There is no green color in this.
Yeah, green is this much.
Oh.
Here there is no green at all,
No.
right? So we have profit here. Here we don't have profit, right? You can move front like this if you want.
Okay.
Okay, if you want sales to bring front, you can do like this. Okay, if you want to go push it to back, you can anything, any side. Okay,
Okay.
so it is clear that sales is lesser than the cost during this period. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. So of course it depends upon scale also. See, here it is showing us lesser value because of the scale.
Oh,
Really, it is not lesser value.
yeah, because here the scale is
Yeah.
low.
So in this case,
It's
it
only
makes sense
600.
to use a blended axis. So sorry, it is not blended. So in this case, what you have to do, you have to edit the axis and you have to give the range for this. Let us, I mean, we will discuss about editing the axis later part. So we can give same values here. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So that is about area chart. We can use just like what we have done for the line chart, dual axis, blended axis, like this. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Let us move on to other chart. What is that? Bar chart, line chart. We have discussed about missing values and area chart. Let us go to scatter plot. Scatter plot, you are already aware of it. I'll quickly go through it. So here you know uh, which category it is. So category is deciding the shape of it. Okay, if instead you can push this on the color. Okay,
Yes.
now it is giving us color. Then what you can do, you can push profit or profit for size or sales for size. Okay, and profit for color. Okay, shape. Okay, so like this we can. Okay, hello.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'm listening.
Okay, so like this we can create scatter plot. I think we don't need to discuss much about it. We have already used it, and you know all the drop lines, right? We can use drop lines.
Yeah.
We can select them, and we can apply any annotations like that. Okay, it is not. Of course, if you want to disaggregate this, let us remove this category or subcategory. What you can do is you can disaggregate the data,
Yes, we did that as well.
right? Now it is showing
Yes.
a shape for each individual record,
Yes.
right? So now
Yes.
it will give us how they are spread across. Okay,
Okay.
fine. Uh, Let us go through next one. What is that? Heat map. Um, Let me take category and ship mode and sales. Okay, now I can go for a heat map. So where is the most of the sales? Irrespective of the category,
Technology.
it is on the standard class,
Okay. Yeah.
right? Irrespective
Yes.
of the category, there is more sales on the standard class, and same day delivery used very rare. irrespective of the category,
Yes.
right? And of course, when there are only limited values, we can also figure out this trend using the bar chart also, or side by side chart. So when there are limited values, it is okay to use any other bar chart or anything. But when there are more values, let us take more values, subcategory. Let us pull subcategory, hmm? And then let us pull segment. There is segment. Let us type it like this. So now when there are more values, it is bar chart is tough, right?
Yes.
So that time we can use heat map.
Heat map.
Yeah. So for standard class, there is more sales most of the times, and for this one, technology category, and sorry, irrespective of the category, this thing in consumer segment, standard class is used much more than any other segment. In home
Oh,
office segment, it is not. Of course, everything else is also same. The same day delivery is used by corporate segment like this.
okay.
I can, and it is in better used than other things in technology, right?
Yeah.
So I can figure out like this, and we can apply two properties for this. One is the size, another is sorry, another one is color, and another property is size.
Oh,
Okay,
so we can use size as well.
yeah, fine. So we can use two different metrics at a time for a heat map.
Yes.
So that is the beauty of it. When we have more dimension members to investigate, this is a better alternative. Of course, you can use scatter plot also for the same reason, right? Why don't you use scatter plot? If you have two measures, you can use scatter plot. If you have one measure, you cannot use scatter plot,
Yes.
right? If it is one measure, you cannot.
We
See,
cannot.
it,
Yeah.
it needs
Two
two axes.
measures.
If it is one measure, scatter plot, I mean, and more you want to investigate more number of values, heat map is the best choice.
Yeah.
Okay, and let
Okay.
us make it scatter plot. So how is it? Relatively, of course, we can use size, shape, size also here. Let us use sales for size. Okay. Now, uh, so it is our convenience which one is looking better. Here there will be overlap. Here there won't be any overlap,
Yes.
right? So it looks
Again,
much
it will be
cleaner.
comfortable.
But really, if I disaggregate the data, this is better,
Yes. Yes,
right?
actually.
It cannot handle that many values. See,
No.
very bad, right?
Yeah.
So when you disaggregate
So,
data, heat map is the best choice. Okay, when it has too many values.
yeah, scatter plot is the
Okay.
best. Yes.
Fine. So that is about heat map. For heat map, we can assign we can use two measures maximum, and we can
Okay.
we can have see we can have any number of dimensions. At the bottom, it is showing this. See, one or more dimensions and one or two measures for heat map. Want to we can
Okay.
decide color and size. We can decide. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is about heat map. Let us take one more. Hmm, histogram. I want to know what is the quantity of order most frequently used. So whether people are ordering 5 units or 10 units or 6 units, what is the most frequently used order? Let me type quantity.
Count of quantity.
No, just quantity. Okay, and then sorry, where is quantity? Oops, what's happening? I think something is wrong. Me. Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is the reason. We are disaggregated the data, right?
Okay.
So that is the reason it was showing too many values. Okay. Now what I can do, I can pull this quantity on the columns and I can use a histogram. Okay. See
So
now
we
it
have
is
to disaggregate data.
no, we shall have to say aggregate. If you disaggregate it will have too many values. You cannot do any analysis.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
if you disaggregate, there is no aggregation. We cannot apply any aggregation. So we need an aggregation, right?
Yeah.
So
So for the first, we are taking uh, what is this quantity bin? What is bin?
yeah, we'll discuss that. So that is the reason I pulled it. Okay. See, it
Okay.
is zero quantity is ordered by 899. Means it is not zero really. Uh, that is where bin it is binning the orders like that. There is no order quantity with zero really. I will show you that. Okay. So with two quantity, it is saying there are 4,811 orders. With four order quantity, it is saying 2,421 orders like this. So these headers are there, right? So
Yes.
these headers are decided by bins.
Okay.
Okay, these headers are decided by bins. Basically, what we did, let us do it again. Where is quantity? Yeah, we pulled a continuous field onto columns, right?
Yes.
And then what we did a selected histogram, and that
Yes.
continuous field, using that continuous field, it created a bin,
Yes.
right? So it is done by
So it took
this
all the
shortcut.
headers.
Hmm?
Yeah. It took all the headers.
Yeah, it created the headers.
Yeah.
Okay, so
It
how does
created
it?
all the headers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how did it create the headers? Let me show you. Let us edit the bin. So this is the size of the bin it took by default. Okay, it took 1.77. So that is the reason we got all the zeros. Zero means it has all the ones. So let us take it as 1. Okay, bin size is 1. Now see, I have individual order based on individual order quantity. I have how many orders are placed. So there are 899 orders with quantity as 1. There are 2402 orders with quantity as 2.
Yeah.
Right? So
Right.
like this, we can create a histogram. And what is bin? Bin is basically it is a, you can understand, you can relate with group. It is a collection of multiple continuous values. Okay, in this case, it is only one value. There is no collection. We can also create a collection. We'll discuss
So
that.
are these values collectively not called as collective values?
It is not color. It is not collective. It is individual value, right? We choose one. If we choose two or something else, it will have multiple this thing. Let us choose two. Okay. So it is zero
Okay.
order and one order quantity. This is two order quantity and three. This is four and five like this.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
So these are some intervals. You can take it as
Yeah.
interval also. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
how do we create a bin? We can create a bin on any field like this, on any numeric field. Where is quantity? Create bin. So here it will give us what should be the appropriate size of the bin. It will suggest us. We can. It is not mandatory. We can decide our own size, and it will give us minimum maximum values and what is the difference and what is the unique values. Okay. So it will give all these things. Based on all these things, there will be a formula which will derive this. The size of the bin as 1.77. Okay, and we discussed
So
about parameters,
are
right?
we
Yeah.
uh how is it taking maximum, minimum and all
So
these
maximum order
dimensions?
quantity is 14. So that is what,
Okay.
there is no order with more than 14 order quantity.
And here the minimum order quantity is 1, but then again when we saw initially it showed 0 and
Yeah. So if we took interval like this 1.77, it is starting from 0.
but the minimum is 1, it should start from 1. Why is it starting from 0?
I mean, see, the bin size is 1.77, right? The size of the
Yes.
bin is 1.77. So it doesn't start from this one. It will include
Okay.
one also included in this one, in this bin size,
Okay.
like that. Okay.
But still it should not start from 0.
Uh, Maybe sometimes it makes sense to start from 0 also. Let's say, I mean, in this case, all the values are integers.
Yes.
Sometimes there can be some float values also. So somewhere it has to
Okay.
start, right?
Okay.
Like that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Then what we can do is, instead of depending upon a constant value like this, we can also, sorry, yeah, we can also use a parameter. We discussed about parameter, right?
Yes.
Bin size. Okay. And we can give some minimum and maximum value, let's say 3. Hmm? And okay, and we have parameter now, and we can choose bin size.
Yeah.
Okay, like this, any
Yes.
value. Got it? So that is, I mean,
Got it.
parameters we can use anyway. So I will give some step size here as one. So now I can choose 1, 2, 3 like this.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how you can manage bins also.
Okay.
Right? And there are sometimes there will be some requirements where you have to create a variable size bin. Okay, in that case, what do we do? Let us copy this. In that case, what we'll do is let us create a
Parameter.
calculated field. If quantity is less than 5, then less than 5. Else, if quantity is less than 8, then 5 to 8. Else, if quantity, let me keep it as less than equal to, okay, quantity
Okay.
is less than 12, then what you can give, 9 to 12, 9 to,
11.
yeah, less than equal to 9 to 12, okay. Else I can say 12 and more, like this.
Okay.
Okay, let us use this one instead of that. See, and it is not sorted, right? How do we sort it?
Sorted.
Fine, that's it.
Yes.
Okay, this way, see, size of the bin is different, right? Here it is 5, here it is 3, here it is 3, here it is more. There is no size limit here,
No size limit. Yes.
right? So that's how we can create customized bins with variable interval. And this is, I mean, if you look at the other way, what is this? This can be group, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Definitely.
See, let us take, there is that quantity, and let us create group. Group 8, what is the name? Less than
Less than 5.
5. And
Yes.
6 to 8, right? Yeah.
Yes.
uh, 6 to
5.
8.
Sorry, 6 to
Yeah,
8.
actually it is not,
Okay.
it should be here, it should be renamed to 5 to 8, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
And
then it is 9 to 12, 9 to 12,
9 to 12. Then more than 12.
it is
But
13 and more actually.
grouping,
Yeah,
but the grouping is like only now we have few numbers we are able to group, but when we have in thousands of numbers, we won't
exactly,
be able to group.
exactly.
At
That
that
time we will
moment,
use
it will be with
this one, calculated
the
field method,
query. Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay, you are making my job much simpler. Cool. I like it.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm able to understand a bit. I'm happy.
Okay. Fine. So we discussed about histogram. Histogram, by the way, we
Yes.
discussed about bins and all. Histogram is representing uh, on it depends upon a measure, basically a numeric value, and it will give us count always.
Okay.
It is always count.
Count on a measure or count on a dimension?
No, count on a
It can give.
this thing on a count on a value. Let's say you want there are 50 people in a class. Out of that, some of the people it is segregating their marks. Out of that, 20 people got less than 60. Okay, or 10 people got failed less than 35. 20 people got less than 60. 10 people got 60 to 80, and um, 10 people got more than
So
80.
basically, we can say that it is grouping measures,
Yeah, grouping measure values.
measure values.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it
So
is quite not applicable on what do you say, dimensions.
yeah,
Histogram won't work on dimensions. When we
no,
use dimensions and we count, it is not feasible.
exactly,
But when we want to count something, a measure count, then we can.
exactly.
Okay.
Okay. So this is where histogram will be helpful. And of course, it is
Okay.
not available for all the measures. It is available for only few measures where it is possible to create these bins like this.
Yes.
Okay, the limited bins. Okay,
Yes.
so that is about histogram and creating bins for it. Then circle views. Circle views is another simpler one. Let me take uh, sales and category and subcategory, and let us take circle views. I mean, it is like uh, this thing only, but it will give individual positions. It's not need not be circle. It can be any other shape also. Okay,
Yeah.
so I mean you can somewhat compare with heat map. Okay,
The circles are not getting darker or weaker.
we applied subcategory on the color. If you apply, let us say, let me change this. Let us apply profit on the color. Okay,
Okay.
so uh, somewhat
That's
related
okay.
with heat map like that. But the thing is, here we use circles, and they are uh, aligned. If you use scatter plot, the values are very distributed, right? So it
Yes.
is little tough to manage and identify. Whereas these are aligned, so all these are belong to one particular category. So it is a bit easy
Yeah.
to
And here we are able to use two measures,
yeah, yeah,
like in scatter plot.
yeah. We can use two measures. We can use single measure also.
Okay.
Okay, and just like that, we have side by side scatter plot. Okay,
Okay.
so I mean we can use wherever it
It's
makes
not
sense.
scatter plot. This is
Hmm?
Circle plot. What is this called as? Circle plot?
Sorry, circle views.
Circle views, yeah.
Circle views.
Side by side circle views.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So I mean, it is somewhat again we will deal with when there are limited values, those kind of situations, and when you want to really identify those things which are aligned by this category and subcategory. At that time, it will be useful. Okay, and even if you
Okay.
disaggregate, also it makes sense, and they are aligned.
Yeah,
Okay,
they're always aligned. Yes.
so little bit easy for understanding purpose. Then
Okay.
pie chart, pie chart, it's not a big deal at all. You want to know sales and contribution by each category. So what you can choose pie chart,
Yes.
right? So you can apply colors, size, all those things. So the size of the pie is giving us sales, representing sales.
Yes.
Okay. So pie chart, we don't need to discuss much. It's not a big deal. And then
Yes.
we'll discuss tree map. So let us take tree map. See, it is giving us by each category what is the size,
Sales
yeah,
contribution.
sales contribution, like that. So here the size is decided by sales and color also decided by sales. What we can do is here for color we can use profit,
Okay.
right? And let's say
Okay.
you want subcategory. So this is for entire technology category, and within that again each subcategory is adjusted.
Okay.
See, it is very small subcategory, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, tree map will be useful when we are discussing. I mean, when you are dealing with these multiple dimensions, and you want to know, uh, you want to decide their size and color, and of course, when it has limited only, it will make sense,
Yes.
right? And let me
Yes.
copy this. What we can do is instead of profit to what we can do, you can apply color by category and figure out size by sales and subcategory like this. Okay,
Okay.
and we can we can figure out we can apply more dimensions on color.
Mm, this doesn't make much sense.
Hmm?
I mean, it makes sense, but then again, you don't see the value, so
Yeah, if you want values, I can show
see.
you the names.
Okay. Yeah, this is better.
Okay, and
Yeah.
if you want to show what is that sales, right? You can show values.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
so you can apply tree map in different ways.
Okay.
Cool, right?
Yes.
Okay, so those are the various charts which are simple to implement using this show me toolbar. Okay, what we are left with
Yeah.
is Gann chart, bullet graphs,
Okay.
and box and whisker plot. These are little, of course, These two are not much complex. Gantt chart is also not much complex. Of course, it is not much complex to implement, but to understand it, it is a little bit tough.
Okay. If we are not able to understand, then how is the client understanding?
I mean, see, of course, to understand little bit tougher measures, we will use Gantt chart. I will put you that way.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, bullet graph and box and whisker plot. These things we will discuss tomorrow.
Okay. Tomorrow we
And
have
one more
class or
Monday.
Monday? Okay.
Uh, and by the way, client understands charts much better than us.